How Walt Disney started, grew, and became a $98 billion company. The Walt Disney Company, simply referred to as Disney, is famous as one of the most powerful American multinational companies in the most powerful sectors in the world, mass media and entertainment, with headquarters in Burbank, California, and with revenue superseding those of NBCUniversal and WarnerMedia that are owned by great telecommunication companies in their own right. Disney was founded in 1923 with the vision of the man after which it was named that laid the foundation for the company becoming the media colossus that it is today. How Disney began. It all started in 1919 when Walt Disney returned from his duties in World War I and was looking for a job as an artist. He arrived at the Pesman Rubin Commercial Art Studio and became friends with a man called Ube Iwerks, who will become one of the most talented animators in the world and will play a key role in the success of Walt's future company. By the next year, they lost their jobs and began doing animation and advertising shots for a company called Film Ad Co, while working on side projects that grew into a series of comedic shorts and was called the Laugh-O-Grams. Walt and Iwerks quit their job at Film Ad Co and tried to turn Laugh-O-Grams into its own business, but unfortunately, by 1923, the venture failed. Walt then proceeded to make his way to Hollywood, where he managed to convince his brother, Roy Disney, to help him establish the Disney Brothers Studio. That year, Walt created his first short film, which involved a child actress interacting with animated characters and which was named Alice's Wonderland. This work piqued the interest of a film distributor from the M.J. Winkler Productions Company, Margaret J. Winkler, who approached Disney with the proposal to distribute an entire series of what was called the Alice Comedies, which Winkler would buy for $1,500 per reel, and Walt will be made the production partner. It was this same year, 1923, that the Disney Brothers Cartoon Studio came to be, and both brothers were made equal partners. In early 1926, the Disney Brothers built a studio on Hyperion Street and the company name was converted to Walt Disney Studio. When the Alice Comedies died down, Walt developed a new cartoon series where he created an original character which he called Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. This project earned Walt only a few $100s because it was being distributed by the Winkler Company, which had high stakes in the Walt Disney Studio through Universal Pictures. In 1928, the Disney Brothers were surprised to find out that Charles Mintz, a worker at Universal and Winkler's husband, took over the distribution company and took with him at least 4 of Disney's main animators, with the exception of Iwerks, to establish his own animation studio, which he called Snappy Comedies. To make matters worse, Walt could no longer maintain the Oswald contract as the rights to the character belonged to Universal. This event pushed Walt to make the decision to deliver his films directly to the distributors himself, but now he needed to create a new character. Disney's evolution. Walt brought together a team including Iwerks to create a new cartoon character which he named Mortimer Mouse. It was later renamed Mickey Mouse because Walt's wife hated the sound of Mortimer Mouse. This new character, whose design was refined by Iwerks, starred in different production films. The third film, called The Steamboat Willie, was released in late 1928 and became an instant hit. Steamboat Willie was also the earliest example of a great sound film that combined sound and animation. Riding on the success of The Steamboat Willie, the Disney Company launched the Silly Symphony series, and in August 1929, Columbia Pictures signed as a distributor for the series. 1 month later, Harry Wooden, a theater manager at Disney, proposed the launch of a Mickey Mouse Club, which was approved. It was followed shortly by the establishment of test comic strips which were published later that year in King Feature's first newspaper, the New York Mirror. By the end of 1929, Walt Disney Studios underwent reorganization and became a corporation by the name Walt Disney Productions Limited, with three divisions: the Merchandising Division, Walt Disney Enterprises, the Disney Film Recording Company, and Lillard Realty, an investment company in charge of estate holdings. In 1932, the Disney distribution rights were taken from Columbia Pictures and moved to United Artists, an American film and television entertainment studio. 2 years later, Disney started the production of its first feature-length animated cartoon, and by 1937, the cartoon Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was produced, which became the highest-grossing animated film by 1939. The profits from the sales of the film were then used to build a new studio complex located in Burbank, California, which is the headquarters of the company to date. By this time, the corporation had merged to become Walt Disney Productions, and as it went public, the shares that were sold raised about $3.5 million for the company. Disney and World War II. Between 1940 and 1942, Disney continued to release animated films including Pinocchio, Fantasia, Dumbo, and Bambi. The company's success was short-lived, however, because as the World War II began, profits declined, and to make matters worse, the majority of the animators were drafted into the army. In order to stay afloat, Disney began producing training and propaganda films on commission for the United States and the Canadian governments, which were used to increase the citizens' support of the war effort and boost morale. So involved was Disney that even one of its characters, Donald Duck, was featured in some of the comical propaganda films, especially the one titled The Furious Face, which was released in 1943 and which won an Academy Award. In 1944, Disney was running low on manpower funds and had to re-release a theatrical version of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs in order to generate revenue to launch new animated films. Disney's first live-action cartoon film, The Three Caballeros, was introduced in 1945. Disney and TV business. In 1948, Disney's first nature film series, The True Life Adventures, was introduced and was in circulation for just 12 years. 2 years later, in late 1950, Disney decided to go into the television business and collaborated with the Coca-Cola Company. The NBC television network special, An Hour in Wonderland, became Disney's first television project. By 1954, Disney's first television series was introduced on the ABC network. Disney continued to expand, and in 1954, Walt came up with the idea of creating a place where both parents and their children could enjoy themselves and have fun together at the same time. This led to the launch of Disneyland, which opened to the general public in July 1955, and it was previewed on a live television broadcast. The theme park had a shaky start as people strove to adapt to the new concept, but as time passed, it began to attract adults and children alike from across the country and all over the world. By 1959, the theme park underwent expansion and the introduction of what was said to be America's foremost monorail system. Disney and Walt's death. Disney underwent a major decline after Walt's death from lung cancer in 1966. However, as the years passed, the company continued to produce various popular feature films, live-action animations, video games, and television series such as The Jungle Book, Escape to Witch Mountain, Tron, and so on. As of August 2017, Disney announced its intention to launch its own streaming service, the Disney Plus, in order to compete with Netflix, a long-standing company in that field. As of 2018, Disney had a net income upwards of $12 billion, with net worth estimated above $98 billion, and more than 200,000 employees. Thank you for watching our videos. We'd like to give you another interesting video for you to enjoy next. But before then, our team will be very happy if you can like this video and share it with your friends on social media. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss other interesting videos like this. Look at your screen now to see 2 other videos we handpicked for you to enjoy next. We love you.